trick or treat. We won't know till we get them out of the package. Let's go. Geeks, was poppin'? We're here with the Marvel Select from Diamond Select Toys version of Black and Gold Suit Spider-Man. So if you're familiar with the Marvel Select or Diamond Select overall, you know that their figures are usually really great or pretty bad. They don't seem to be able to find that middle ground. So in the package, he looks pretty good. If my memory served me well, he might look a little bit better than the Marvel Legends version. But why speculate when we got him here? Let's go ahead and take a look at the box. Am I the only one that thinks it's strange that this is the black and gold suit, but the box is covered with the integrated suit? Accessories! Well, you can't say Spidey doesn't have hands to choose from. And he comes with webs. They're gray. I'd prefer if they were white. So the extra hands he comes with, he's got his... Oh, focus. Yeah, there we go. His wall crawling hand. Why are we getting... There we go, wall crawling hand. Then he's got his web shooting hand, or surfs up. Then he has a gripping hand. I thought it was a fist. It's a gripping hand. He ships with fists. See? Put him up. Put him up. Ooh, so far so good. Let's take a quick second to bask in his 7-inch articulated black and gold glory. Keith Lee. Yep, that's Spidey. So no questions, he looks good. I like the look on the mask. You can almost see the facial expression behind it. That kind of reminds me of the movies. Paint job is good. It's a matte black finish, but it has a bit of a sheen to it. I'm sorry if that doesn't make sense. It's not shiny or glossy. It's matte, but it's not as matte as most mattes are. Okay, I'm not making any sense. I'm moving on. Alright, so this looks good. You have the gold spider symbol on the back. Coming down, you've got a meshwork pattern on his butt and his legs that you don't really have on the top of the outfit. Here it looks more like a fingerprint. You see those lines going around? Going down the legs. Mesh pattern continues. The gold on the boots. Really nicely done. We'll compare him to the Marvel Legend in a second, but if I remember correctly, I think the gold here is a bit more pronounced. Elbow paint looks good, a little blemish right there. But overall, it looks really good. Digging it. Check out that spider symbol. Dope. I have to be honest, if you handed this to me, I would probably think it was a Marvel Legend. It has that look and that feel, and I think because it's based off the movie, it's a little bit smaller in scale. So even though it's 7-inch scale, I think you put this next to a Marvel Legend comic Spider-Man, might be about the same size, but at least that's what I'm hoping. Because I will quickly throw this in my Marvel Legend shelf if he's the right size and use him as a comic book black and gold suit. Yeah, I'm a cheater. 360 on the head, tight and smooth. Awesome tilt left, equally awesome tilt right. Looking up. Looking down at the city. The shoulder joints, they do go up parallel to the shoulders, but for some reason this arm is pointing downwards. I can't get it to go up any further. You see this one, you're getting a good straight shoot from the arm, but for some reason from here, even though this is the same, this arm is pointing downwards. I can't figure out why. Hug alert. Wingspan. It's not quite parallel to the back. You got a little dip down. 360 at the shoulder. So you can punch somebody that's behind him. Get this up. You got 360 at the bicep. Not at the forearm. 360 at the wrist. Talk to the hand. I forgive you. Now you can hold it. Kiss the web shooter. Upper torso rocker lets you lean with it, rock with it, and roll it all the way around. Crunch forward. Limbo ready. Bend over range is not that great. That's what you get before his legs start to split outwards. Under ruse. Can he can? No, he can't. Because that short range before his legs start to splay out. You know, you could kick like a little wombat on the street or something. But other than that, he's not kicking in any doors. Banana splits in full effect mode. Oh, Diamond, select how you spoil us with the full thigh rotation. If only we can get that on every figure. Full 360. You want to impress me with a calf? Oh, too much to ask. And 360 on the foot though. So you get it. Oops, sorry. So you get that foot all the way turned around. Almost forgot. Double jointed elbows. Sick range. Although it's kind of funny here. I got the hands turned the wrong way. That's why they look so different. But yeah, you get really good range there. That is awesome. Double jointed knee. Crazy range. Look how tight that is. Boink! On the butt. Boink, boink! Dope. And with that crazy knee range, he is a prancer. But not quite a dancer. That toe range does not go up high enough. Does point down almost flush with the calf though. So one thing I forgot about, his rocker. Okay, you get a 360 out of it. It was struggling. Oh, see, this is what I was saying. It felt like it was going to pop off, and it didn't at first, but then it did. So while you can get a 360, I don't think you're supposed to. And the waist, it barely turns. It only moves a little bit. But, oh, he does get a little lean and rock in the waist. Didn't catch that before. But it's very slight. Yeah. And my right foot is a little loose, but it's not super bad. So when you're standing up, you gotta play with it. So when you're standing up, you gotta play with it. Make sure that it's firmly against the ground. If this separates on you, make sure you hear a very loud pop when you put it back in. I didn't, and when I went to move him, he fell apart again. I tried again. It had to put out a really loud snap. So that's when you know it's in properly. Marvel Select Black and Gold Suit Spider-Man is so tall. How tall is he? He comes in at 6 3/4 inches, which confirms my suspicions. You can probably get away with using him as a comic book Spider-Man. Just be careful who you put him next to. As you can see, he's taller than what I call the ultimate Spider-Man legend, but not so much to where in a photo with Sandman or one of the bigger figures that you would really be like, hold on, he's too big. Just don't put him with the MCU figures. Oh boy, that's where you see the difference. Okay, so my memory was wrong. The gold on the Select is way better on the Legend. The Legend almost looks like the gold is washed out and I've had him forever and it's all rubbed off. But no, he's brand new out the box. I reviewed him and put him on the shelf. And boy, is he way bigger. But man, yeah, he runs circles around him. And also, I totally forgot about the red on his gloves and how much I hated that. I'm so glad that the Select version does not have that. So now we've got two black build figures, but neither one of them are movie accurate. So I don't even know what to say. So I prefer this one without the red, because that red definitely was not in the suit in the movie, at least not that I remember. And I went back and looked at the picture, but it was too dark for me to tell. But what I will say is that it doesn't have the little mechanical pieces here that go over the forearm. Now the SH Figure Arts one does, but I don't think that's out yet. So really it's your choice. If you have to go at one, I guess it depends on scaling, because the Select no doubt looks way better. I mean, there's no question here, but it is huge. And if you're going to use it with your Marvel Legends, if you're going to use it with your MCU Marvel Legends, it's not going to scale well at all. Even if you have him bending down, probably, he's still going to look too big. But if you put him with your comic book figures, and you put him in some poses where he's not standing straight up, you probably won't be able to notice the difference. I still think he's awesome. See, if you're not being nitpicky, you can get away with this. I know that there's some Marvel purists that'll say, well, no, Spider-Man should be a lot shorter. But with someone like Kingpin, you can stand him straight up, and he doesn't look that bad. But of course, they're not ever going to be standing next to each other having a conversation, so he'll be in some kind of pose. But what if they're not at a cocktail party? What if they're actually fighting? So you see here, when Spidey's legs aren't straightened out, and it looks like they're struggling over something, Spidey's trying to shoot some webs in his face, you can't tell that there's a size difference. You can't tell he's out of scale, because his legs aren't straight up. So he works fine with the comic book characters. I say go for it. It's a little bit harder to get away with a regular size figure like Green Goblin. There's still certain poses you can make it work. So if I have them in a battle scene like this, I don't think anybody but the most nitpicky people are going to say, wait a minute, Spider-Man's too big. Because I mean, he's down on one knee, he's getting choked. It's not really that noticeable. I think it works. Let me know what you think in the comments. Does it work, or am I stretching it? So the webs have these little cuffs at the end. I'm assuming that's for the wrist peg. If it is, I'm sorry, but you can't see. There you go. If it is, that's dope. Yep. Bam. And one of the webs has that little hook right down here, so that way you don't have to hook at the wrist, you can just stick it in his gripping hand. That's the web. That's the piece of webbing that he'll be swinging from. And there he is, webbing across the sky. I like that the webs are really long. They're a lot longer than the Marvel Legends webs we get. Yeah, buddy. Yes, yes, resounding yes. This guy slays the Legends version. If you can deal with the 7-inch scale, I'd say cop him quickly. He just became available on the Shop Disney store, I think about 4 or 5 days ago. Maybe it's been a week now, I don't know. Hopefully he's still up. I don't know if he's in stores or comic book shops yet, but I'd say grab him. If you're a fan of Spider-Man, this is a great figure. Doesn't have the articulation of the retro Spidey, but it's dang sure good enough. The webs make it very dynamic. He's posable. He's got good balance. I like him, man. If I had gotten him before January 1st, I would put him in my top 10 of 2021. But alas, he's going to have to wait till next year. Alright, geeks, let me know what you think. Sound off in the comments. Would you add us to your shelf, or is he just too darn big? Is he so much better than the Legends version that you would go ahead and replace him? Sound off and let me know. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn notifications. Best of all, share with your friends. So help me out by spreading the word. Drop this link in Reddit, your Facebook groups, Instagram groups, everywhere that people love toys. Come on. Till next time, Black Gold Spidey is out of here.